It's the culmination of the Florida swing. The tour heads to the King's Palace.
Welcome to PGA Tour Today, presented by MasterCard.
Bay Hill Club and Lodge, home of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. Hello everyone, I'm Casey Black. Some of the best players in the world, including 7 of the top 10 in the FedEx Cup standings and 8 of the 14 previous champions at the event, will be in the field Thursday. Previous champions like 37-time tour winner Phil Mickelson, who won the event back in 1997. Lefty, who was not in the field last week at the Transitions Championship, is looking for his first win on tour this year. Mickelson will be teeing off at 106 with Nick Watney, who finished 4th at Bay Hill last year, and Robert Allenby. And the group preceding them, Steve Stricker, will be hitting the first tee at 12:55 with Ben Crane and Retief Goosen. Stricker, who leads in the FedEx Cup standings, is coming off a strong year consisting of 4 top 10 finishes, including a win at the Northern Trust Open. And Ernie Els, who won the World Golf Championship's CA Championship, will be back in the field after taking last week off. The Big Easy, who won back in 1998 by 4 shots, is making his first return to Bay Hill since 2007. Els will be teeing off from number 10 at 8:25 with Sean O'Hare, who's been in the top 3 at Bay Hill the last 2 years, and J.B. Holmes. And just after Els' group, last week's tour winner Jim Furyk will be heading for round 1 with Kenny Perry and Henrik Stenson at 8:36 on the back 9. Furyk, coming off his 14th career victory at the Transitions Championship last week, is looking for his first win at Arnie's place. In 9 previous starts, Furyk's best finish is a tie for 8th in 1998. And some other notable champions from this year to keep your eye on: Camilo Villegas, who's sitting at the number 2 spot in the FedEx Cup standings. He's teeing off in the front 9 at 8:36. Dustin Johnson's teeing off at 8:25, and Charles Schwartzel, who has 2 wins on the European Tour this year and 2 top 10 finishes at both World Golf Championships this year, hits the front 9 at 12:20. And there's one thing all of the players who have played Bay Hill noticed have really changed. Changes to the course. Just last year, Arnold Palmer and his crew shut down the course for nearly 4 months, engaging in some big-time renovations like making Bay Hill a par 72 instead of the par 70 we saw the last 3 years.
We did everything physical to the golf course, from rebuilding all the tees to all the sand traps or bunkers. We feel that we've really made a good change, and we feel that we know that the people who have been playing it are very pleased.
And while the King fielded some questions about the new playing field, he also talked about the Arnold Palmer Hospital for Children, which in 2009 was named PGA Tour Charity of the Year. Over the past 2 decades, the medical center has cared for more than 1.5 million patients, delivered more than 180,000 babies, 26,000 of which were in the neonatal intensive care unit. The hospital received more than $2 million from charitable events in 2009. The King also had a chance to have a little fun leading up to round 1. Palmer met with Sean Payton, coach of the Super Bowl champs, the New Orleans Saints. He received his own jersey and got a chance to hold the Vince Lombardi trophy. And right there in the thick of things, as always, is Michael Collins. He's at Bay Hill with what we can expect at Arnie's place. Michael?
Thanks, Casey. Well, this is the week to ask yourself, are you down with the King? That's right. We're at Arnold's house. It's the Arnold Palmer Invitational here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. And this week, you can bust out the sunglasses. It's perfect Florida weather. I'll tell you this, going into the first round, it's supposed to be 80 degrees with light winds out of the south. Now, most of y'all would think when you come to a place like Bay Hill, that would mean the scoring will be off the hook. Not with these brand spanking new greens, not with having to learn all the new subtleties. Breaks that used to be there are now gone. I'm going to say this. I think at the end of round 1, maybe 6 under leads, maybe. And it's probably going to be a guy that hasn't been here a whole lot, because he won't have to get all those memories of all those other greens out of his head. There's only one place you can catch all the action: Sirius 209, XM 146, the PGA Tour Network, and always PGATour.com.
Thank you, Michael. You can catch the first round action from the Arnold Palmer Invitational presented by MasterCard on the Golf Channel starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And for golf action anytime, including live scoring and video updates right at your fingertips, head to PGATour.com.
PGA Tour Today is presented by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard, proud sponsor of the PGA Tour.